Am I live? Yes, I am on live. Okay, let me set up a little more. I forgot about this. Sorry about that. Okay. Okie dokie, okie dokie. So, how are you, everyone? It's been a while. We are staying home. We've been staying home, but I think, well, I hope everyone is still strong, being strong, and then I'm sorry, I can't do two things at the same time. All right, get up. I just wanted to set another computer up so I can see you. If you're typing, I can't probably see with this small iPhone. So I just wanted to set up the other stuff so I can see what you're typing. Okay, so today we are going to do kata number 10, people say, but it's we call Kodachi number 3. Okay, so we're gonna go over that very theories and what we do in what we should be doing in kata number 3. So it's, especially a lot of people don't know. Maybe if you're a beginner, you don't know how to use these things. Well, which this is really cool. We get to learn. Excuse me. We get to learn how to use short sword, right? That's very nice. So let's get started. So birds are singing, that's good. All right, so before it rains, let's start. So in kata number, okay, kodachi, when you use kodachi, the rituals are all the same. Oh, I'm gonna have links ready. It's not ready yet because I decided to do this on live. I changed the link to the live video, so I haven't done. I haven't have those links ready. But I will make them available soon. So, also I made those Patreon videos available, so you have access to those videos, like Kodashi videos, right away. So if you want to know in action, in detail, you can go to patreon.com/Kendo for Life. Okay, these were only available for members, but because of the situation, I made it available to the public. So those who had to stop being a member because of the situation, they can still watch. Okay, so that is the main purpose. Now let's get to started. So kata number 8, not number 8, 10. We're gonna do number 10 today. And kodachi. So kodachi, important thing you have to know. Can you hear me, everyone? No worries, Steve. Hey, Steve. Who's that? At the top. You're welcome. You're welcome. I don't know. Sorry, man. You can hear me. Okay, good. Because I'm outside, birds singing, and probably the wind will bother you, but I'm sorry about that. Anyway, so kodachi number 10. Okay, so basic kodachi. You have to know what irimi is. Important thing, irimi. Okay, irimi. And also hanmi. Okay, so these are two important things. Now, what are they? Okay, I don't want to, I can just say that, but let's follow the instruction book. That is the whole purpose, isn't it? All right, so here, this is Sato Sensei demonstrating. This is the official kata manual, so I strongly suggest you get one of those. Again, I will prepare the link to that. All right, this is Chudan Hanmi with Kodachi, right? Okay, Chudan Hanmi for number 1. Kensaki is a little higher, supposed to pointing at your opponent's face. Now this is number 2. Kensaki is a lower. Okay, so the difference, you can say hanmi means side on. Okay, hanmi means side on. I'm going to get into the detail later. Okay, this is what we want to do today. Gedan hanmi no kamae. Okay, gedan hanmi no kamae. Okay, Gedan means lowering your sword, right? So I think you know everything about Gedan, Chudan, right? So Chudan, if you have both hands, Chudan, right? Chudan. Now, Chudan, and by the way, we have to do this in kata with Bokuto. If you have a scabbard, do this. But kata, your hands, like this. Thumb backwards, the rest of fingers forward, right? Like this. But anyway, this is Chudan. Hanmi is side on, so you gotta go pop, pop, left shoulder back. Okay. Now, back in old days, when I was a kid, when I was 11 or 12, so a long time ago, more than 30 years ago, I learned go like this, very side on. Now, nowadays, when I double check with my old videos that I have, yes, in old days they kind of do this, but nowadays it doesn't look like they're doing that. Just a little bit, as probably Sato Sensei's didn't do. His kamae wasn't like this, but it was like a little bit side on. Okay, the reason we do that is we have to have, this is short sword, obviously. Okay, you have to gain distance. Okay, gain distance. That's why from here you go when you pull your left shoulder back, of course your waist wants to turn out, right? It's okay. It's okay you don't have to, fix them straight. Okay, just a little bit outwards is fine. All right, so this is my personal view. Okay, double check with your sensei and then follow your sensei's instruction. I don't think we should be where it's Kendo Kata, so feet should be fixed, straight. But like wakigamae and stuff like that, this is not really Kendo form, right? Kenjutsu form. So I don't think it's you don't have to be nervous or, nervous about how your feet should be. So a little bit outwards is fine, right? My personal view, okay? All right. Okay, cool. Audio is fine. Thank you. All right, and I actually, if you have questions, go ahead, type in the questions, and I have copied and pasted your every comments you had on the live video, and then I was going through if you the questions. So if I didn't answer questions in the live video, I will answer them later. Okay, so please don't hesitate to leave questions. Okay, and let's move on to what's irimi. This concept is very important because of irimi action. Always like kata number Kodachi kata. Basically, we don't say when you see an opportunity for uchidachi, when you see an opportunity, you execute a cut. It's not how it's done. For Kodachi, because Kodachi is coming in, okay, which is irimi, coming in, uchidachi doesn't like it because when Kodachi comes in, that's over. Because this is shorter. The advantage is once you get into their, break into their distance, they can't do much. Okay, so you're actually cross the line and way inside of their striking distance. So if you cut here, you might get, despite you might get hurt, you might get broken bone, right? But for them, they have to pull their sword back, right, to cut. But if you're here and going forward, stab them, they can't pull back. So basically for Kodachi, that is the critical, line. You break into their striking distance. So that's the idea. That's why Uchitachi doesn't like it. Uchitachi doesn't want you to get in close. Okay, so that is the idea. If you don't get this concept and just do forms, you're just dancing, all right? So make sure you know the concept irimi. Irimi. Now let's talk about irimi. Okay, here, irimi. Okay, irimi. Irimi. Okay, irimi. A lowered position of the hanmi. Okay, so and then we probably go what? Yeah, I went what? Okay, irimi with a prepared and strong spirit is to be in a position prepared to tobikomi into the opponent, but it should not be purposely visible in the actual performance. So that's because Uchitachi take action in response to Shitachi's irimi. Okay. At the moment of their Shitachi is going to irimi, they're going to action because after I complete irimi, they're dead. Okay, so but that's the idea. So if you understand the concept, okay, from here you take hanmi, right? Hanmi. Okay, I'm gonna do the way I do. Okay, so you do what you do, like whatever your sensei taught you to do. Okay, like I said, my hanmi is very from here. What I do, take gedan hanmi. Okay, gedan hanmi. Gedan is like that, right? I'm sorry you can't see me, but gedan hanmi. Okay, I have a video over there, so I hope that I can kind of edit later on from here. Hanmi, okay, and I pull my shoulder back a little bit, okay, and that way I can gain more distance. All right, gain more distance because of this. Okay, this versus this, right? So it's obvious, and also target, less target, right? More target, less target. I mean, that's what I think. Anyway, from here, like this. 1, 2, 3, irimi. This, if you go like that, in kata, it won't work. So, like I said, if you don't, if your partner doesn't know what you're doing, they'll just get freaked out, right? So from 1, 2, 3, okay, I'm going in. Okay, I'm going in. That's irimi. I'm going in, and once you get into irimi, important. So this sense of okay, when you take the gedan, right? We used to call it. I mean, I learned this is called mugamai as well. Mugamai is no stance. Okay, no stance from here. Okay, come on, get me. Main is wide open. You can cut here. Come on, get me. That's the way you feel, okay? So that's important as well. This is not in instruction book. Well, the sun is hiding now. Okay, so that is very important to remember. Okay, now let's follow the instruction book. Okay, now okay, you now get on hanmi, right? Get on hanmi, and you come forward. 1, 2, on 3, uchitachi. Because it's important. The Shitachi attempts to take the irimi. Therefore, the uchitachi from the chudan position swings back to the two-handed right hand position and strikes the Shitachi's shoulder. So what that means, uchitachi, 1, 2, on 3, 1, 2, on 3, you go, pa, ya, right? Okay, that's because 1, 2, 2, get on hanmi, and then I'm going, and just irimi, that he says, oh, he's coming. That's why 1, 2, oh crap, yeah. Okay, so that's what it is. Okay, and as I said, 1, 2, okay, come in, and then he strikes man. So that's one concept, very important concept. And then it says migi jodan. Okay, go back to the two-handed right jodan position. Morote migi jodan, right? So I wasn't gonna go over this because I changed plans. So most of the striking position. They say migi jodan, okay, or hidari jodan. For example, 1, 2, 3 from here. Let's say hustle 1, 2, 3 from here. Instruction book said, if you're following instruction book thoroughly, it says 1, 2, 3, go up to hidari jodan, and then strike me. Okay, so that's what it says. All right, I don't know what you learned, but that's what it says, which I thought made sense. Okay, and so I think it makes sense. But anyway, from here, 1, 2, migi jodan, basically here, right? So it's not like that. So that's important. So by reading it, you make sense, because 1, 2, everyone goes wow like that, right? Not everyone. Sorry, I have shoulder problem. You don't do it big. 1, 2, pa, migi jodan, then chop, yeah. Okay, so that's the important part if you're doing such. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. The kata number, Kodachi number 3, we say in Japan, Kodachi 3本目. Okay, a lot of people say kata number 10. In US, I don't know what you call it, but in US, a lot of people say kata number 10, but I would like to say Kodachi number 3. 1, 2, 3, go. Suriage, right? Okay, come on, get me suriage. Suri otoshi. Suriage means, you know, you're familiar with suriage. Suriage, slide up. Suri otoshi, slide down. And then when you go slide down, make sure you don't go all the way down, you know, directly straight down. You kind of throw your opponent's sword towards their right shoulder. Top, top. Okay, and then door is open, right? They go, come on, get my door. And they go, oh, okay, it's door. Then suri nagashi. Suri nagashi. Make sure you come down to your door position. Of course, your uchitachi is striking, has to cut into door. Some people strike very high or very low. That make sure you're aiming at door if you're uchitachi. Go slide down, okay? Slide away, I say. Okay, I call it slide away. Suri nagashi. Okay, a lot of people receive a door like this, something like that. Okay, it's harder, isn't it? You go. If you receive a sword with the side of the sword, it kind of slides down. Okay, and then surikomi. At the same time, you grab the elbow. Okay, because this is. Let's go back to the instruction book. Okay. Okay, so we went through that. Okay, okay, so important point. It's very good because it has important points here. Okay, depending on the strength, suri otoshi may be thrown backwards to diagonal right, but it will be described as diagonal right. Interesting. Depending on the strength, the suri otoshi may be thrown backwards to the diagonal right. So 1, 2, 3, 5. Koda sensei ended up like this. All right. I learned don't go too low, but again we're all different, so but just follow what your sensei says. Okay, so and then after that, making a downward force, which is sort of further down or diagonal to the left. Okay, and uchitachi immediately steps forward with the left foot, striking the right door. Okay, uchitachi steps with the left foot to diagonal left and opening the body to diagonal right. So basically, go, boom, you go, like that, right? Take a step forward. 1, 2, 3. Suriage, suri otoshi, and he's going to strike the door. Come on, strike the door, and left foot forward. And suri nagashi. Okay, so that's what it is. And surikomi into uchitachi's tsubamoto with the edged section of the habaki. Kodachi's habaki. All right, and this is rather difficult. When you receive the do, right, do cuts like this, okay? If you receive like that, I said it's harder. So turn your wrist like this, pop. So your sword comes up rather than like this, no, like this. Turn, top, and then surikomi, okay, slide in, right? As you move forward, gradually, your sword gets up. So this is shinogi, right? This is the sword, your uchitachi's sword, right? Top, right? And it gradually, as you get into your uchitachi's sword, the blade is going down, right? So this is the same time. 1, 2, 3, okay? And I don't know if I know this says in this Japanese version, so I'll just go to Japanese version, all right? Okay, so you know they all said. Okay, so when you grab your elbow, it should be a little bit above the joint of the elbow and slightly from the side. Okay, and we call it arm lock. But if you want to really do arm lock, you have to twist it and go like that, and that hurts. Okay, I don't suggest you do it, but if you want to study how you can arm lock your opponents with this, go ahead and grab a partner and do it. It's fun. Okay, and I wanna show you what. Okay, so this is very important part. All right. When you end up, the arm lock, top, right? Okay, because this is arm lock which down, top, right? And this is not many people know. I didn't know until I read this part. Irimi, you have to go like this. Irimi, okay? 1, 2, 3, すり上げ、すり込み、すり流し、pop, right? And irimi. So, irimi. This part is very important. So, knowing that, as you know, of course, you don't want to get close too much. Irimi is basically you get closer to your opponent. That's physical part. And also, you want to take center, right? Center, so they can't move. So you move away from your opponent's center, but your center is gone, but you take their center. All right, the same principle of your normal kendo, but because these side motions, which is really fun, we can learn these things. All right, so irimi, tap, tap, tap. Okay, I'm still going forward. Irimi, okay. That's why, and then they go arm lock, and then that's why uchitachi takes backwards 1, 2. Okay, so uchitachi, you are not pushing them forward; they are going backwards because they don't like it. Okay, uchitachi ga hiku node. That means uchitachi retreats. That's why shitachi, because it says, no, so you're not following. Well, I'm not going to let you go. So that's the feeling, okay? And then it says 2 or 3 steps forward. It's interesting, isn't it? 2 or 3 steps forward. I don't know why they didn't say 3. goes 1, 2, 3. Okay, now it's 3, so just go with 3. Okay, and zanshin, gonna show zanshin. Okay, you don't move, zanshin. Right hand on your hip bone, okay, and hasaki, hasaki, which means kensaki, kensaki, okay, little bit diagonal down to the right, okay, and zanshin, aiming at the throat, okay, zanshin. Okay, and then you go back to where you were, all right, the center, okay. Any I'm gonna go. I wanted to ask you a question. Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay, so that's kata number. How many I'm on? Okay, that's number kata number 3 on Kodachi number 3. Okay, so important concept. Okay, so if you're a beginner, I don't think you should immediately practice, but it is very important. Not important. It's very. Oh, thank you for the donation. I never thought about that. Thank you. I appreciate that. The Dr. Devil Hell. Thank you. But I think concept is very important, and also it helps our kendo. Who thinks about irimi in kendo? So irimi in kendo, let's talk about that too, okay? If you think your kendo mates need to watch or listen to this, please go ahead and share it now or later too, and don't forget to put thumbs up. Okay, so kendo, irimi is 1, 2, like stepping in. So if I just go like this, okay? So 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm striking position. My striking position, so it's not merely or simply standing straight. 1, 2, 3. Okay, my right foot has to be set. My left foot is ready to, my left butt cheek is tight because I want to go forward, right? 1, 2, pop, and irimi, like this. Okay, I think. Maybe if Ethan Sensei watching this is going, what the heck is he talking about? Maybe it's different. But the feeling is 1, 2, 3. I'm going, right? So 1, 2, 3. The two down and go. Can you see me just going forward a little bit? I'm not moving. All I'm moving is the weight, shifting my weight forward. Right? This, when you do that, I think I talked about this yesterday. When you do that in Keiko, they will react to it, okay? Of course, if they become higher and higher, your opponent is higher grade holders, they won't. They won't react to you. But if they are low of the same level, try that 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3, and my left foot should be ready, okay? And when I take a little step forward onto the right foot, pop like that, okay, they will come. So then when they come, they go strike menkai shido or debana men. Okay, so I call it trigger. Okay, 1, 2, okay, sure. Or okay, you can see me, right? Going forward. I'm not literally, my feet are not moving. I'm just shifting weight forward. So that is kind of putting pressure, and that become tame, or that become irimi. Okay, so like I said, this is a little bit difficult for maybe a lot of beginners, but left foot should be in your striking distance. Okay, not right foot, your left foot striking distance, and then I can reach with one step. So that's where your left foot should be. Now, and then you go 1, 2, 3, like this. Okay, come on, get me. Okay, so Irimi, this concept of irimi is really will help you to understand how you should be putting pressure in kendo as well. I think personally. So study this, and of course, it's very important. At the end of this, this Kodachi, this English version, okay, English version of what do you call it? Manual, 3本目. The Uchidachi while, okay, this important point. I think it's point of, what's the heading? Header or heading? Okay, points of caution in the instruction of Kendo Kata. This is very important as well. That's why I've been suggesting to get one of those. All right, and Kodachi no Kata 3本目, Uchidachi while simultaneously taking the third step should call out ya. Okay, if you didn't know that, here it is. Okay, ya. Okay, 1, 2, 1, 2 on the third steps, ya. Okay, that's because Shitachi is coming to irimi. Okay, let's not forget that. Okay, because irimi, I'm 1, 2, 3, I'm going, and then that's why you go yeah. Okay, because you feel fear, which Shitachi feels, oh, I have to strike because he's coming for irimi. Okay, once he's done with irimi, I can't do anything because they know that. So that's why you quickly 1, 2, oh crap, right? And Shitachi should suri nagasu. Okay, to catch suri nagasu means to catch the opponent's sword and lightly press against it with the shinogi of one's own sword. The opponent's according to to. This is to part, to. Okay, and should suri komu. Suri komu. Okay. Suri age, suri otoshi, suri nagashi, to. Suri komu. Okay. Da, 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 da. And when you do suri komi, paying caution to the use of the wrist. So I say, okay, this is what I think, what I learned. So go one suri nagashi, suri komi, right? Suri komi and then go pop. This is very hard to do. My sensei does it. Tap. Can you see? Suri nagashi, suri komi, and lock at the habaki of your opponent. So at the last moment, of a tap, right? This moment, go pop, lock. That locks pretty good. It doesn't say that in the instruction book, so you don't really have to, but it's something for you to study, I think. My sensei told me, so it's kind of for me, I'm just sharing it with you. There is such a thing out there. Okay, and also Nihon Kendo points of view in the examination of the Kendo Kata. This is what they are looking at. The examiners are looking at. So that means it's important points. Okay, if you don't do this right, you will fail exam. So that means these are very important points, parts of for you to learn. So that's very important to go over. It's not because you want to pass. Of course you want to pass, but do it right. When you do it right, you know the concept. You do the concept right. So I think that's very important. Okay, so I don't know what you think of these. Chest moving away. Yes, it is. It is. Hang on the bottom. Audio is fine. Thank you, Brian. Okay, so if you have questions, please type in or you can leave comments. Okay, and it's pretty short today compared to 1 hour thing. Could you do the lock one more time? Okay. Okay, again, this is my personal from my sensei to his student. Hi from Mexico. Irimi is not the same as semeru. Okay, first lock. 1, 2. Okay? Suri nagashi, suri komi, and lock. Suri nagashi, suri komi. This, and you can end here. One, suri nagashi, suri komi. You can hear, but my sensei says like this. Tan, 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 tap, tap, like this. It locks. Tan, tap. So if you go pam, pam like that, your opponent can't do anything. Only with what your one hand. And then with this hand, with left hand, you go. You kind of what do you call it? Hold your opponent, right? And if you really want to know what arm lock is, you turn this hand this way, like that. And so they go like this. It hurts, so don't do it too much. But if you really want to know the taste of old style, you can learn that. Before you do it to your, don't do it for full force. It hurts a lot if you do it. So, if you don't know the pain, don't do it to your other people. So get together when we can get together with other people, kendo mates, start, studying in it and let them do it on you, okay? Maybe someone knows some jujutsu or something. It's basically the same principle. This doesn't go this way, right? Elbow doesn't bend that way. And if you twist it and then go lock as a leverage, like that, it hurts. I think Brian can tell others about that, okay? Aikido background. Yes, indeed, the gentle with partner. Yes, thank you very much. Very gentle with partner, because if you don't know the pain, don't do it to others. Okay, so irimi is it semeru? Yes, it is seme. I want you to know, okay, it's a pretty deep concept. It does hurt, doesn't it, Brian? And it locks only with one now. I do that to you a lot, so you probably know. I not do it to you a lot. I just demonstrate to my students. Semeru, irimi and semeru is probably the same thing. It's a kind of, it's a name. When you do kata or when you do kendo, you have this idea of, okay, I am going to strike. I am going to strike when they move. Or when they strike, I will strike them, right? So that is the sense, that is the concept of sen. Already, sen. Have you ever heard sen no sen? Sen no sen, right? Sen o toru, that is take the initiative, all right? You're kind of, okay, I'm going to strike you. That's sen. Okay, sen no kimochi. Sen, feeling of sen. You have to have that when you go. Actually, I didn't want to talk about this because not today. But since I was asked, because a concept is very hard in kendo, and you know what this book says? Hang on a sec, I'll find the part. In old book it says this, but the new book it doesn't. Where was? Okay, here. Okay, this is Japanese official manual from All Japan Kendo Federation, and this is the original. Okay, and this setsume, it says instruction or explanation. 1本目 blah 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 blah. It's all 7, 1 through 7. Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna skip a lot of things, but it says sen no kigurai nite. That means having the sen, the feeling of sen. Okay. So what does it mean? I am going to get you. Okay. The fight has already started. I'm going to get you. But when you move, I'll go. If If you don't, I'll go. If you come, I'll get you. Okay, so that is already take the initiative, sense of sen. Okay, you go forward. 戦線の線に持ってしたち勝つの稲荷。戦線の線。Okay, 戦線の線 means you smell a hint of your opponent's switch. You go 1, 2, 3. There's a moment that your opponent has decided. They know they're going to hit, right? They're going to execute a strike. When does it switch? When the brain send a signal to your hands or muscles. That's when that happens, you go. Okay, that is sensen no sen. Your opponent doesn't move. Okay, it's not moving. He's not moving or she's not moving, but it's brain. Okay, something's clicked. So you go. Okay, that is sensen no sen. Now, sensen no sen means so you kind of get them, beat them before when their brain sends signals, right? Does it mean, all the statues, not all, but most of the statues waza techniques are gono-sen loken. Okay, gono-sen is you take initiative, of course, and you let them strike, and pam, pam, gono-sen. That's usually the understanding of gono-sen. But gono-sen says counterattack. Okay, a simple translation is counterattack. But this part, they argued about it. The committee, when they make this, in old days, more than 100 years ago, this doesn't make sense. All right, we should change this. You know why this doesn't have the translation, modern translation or interpretation of this? Because they didn't want to talk about this. They don't, because the older sensei says this. Let's leave it like that. Let's study this. We don't know what they mean. That means, okay, different senseis are different from different schools. Okay, Onohai, Doryu, Nani Ryu, different styles. They get together. Okay, of course they have different views. Maybe they were talking about the same thing, but they use different words, maybe they have different concept. Okay, maybe they have different understandings, so they couldn't really, and for us it doesn't make sense. It's not what I learned. Sensen no sen means before they even make an action, we get them. Why do they do that? Why did they use this sensen no sen when shitachi doesn't get uchitachi before they move? Okay, so, but let's leave it like that. All right, let's leave it like that, and let's figure out what it means as we study kata, right? So that's why this is a proof. All Japan Kendo, modern All Japan Kendo Federation didn't want to touch the topic. Okay, I don't know if they didn't want to touch the topic, or probably they just go, okay, just leave it as all the great senseis were saying. So either way, it's not for us to get in and talk about it. Irimi is, yes, it's seme, part of seme, and seme starts from here. Okay, I'm going to get you. And seme has mind pressure. Okay, you feel from your sensei, and also seme is not only this. All right, seme could be okay. Come, right? Push. It's like wave. Comes in, comes out. Comes in, comes out. Right? You get in, get out, and maybe your opponent is pulling you forward, making you strike them. So they go, oh, okay, come in, and then you will fall into their trap. That's a part of semi too. It looks like going backwards, but because you push backwards, that works. Push backwards, okay? And we call it kankyu kyojaku, I think. Slow, fast, but strong, weak. So you just change the speed or change the strength. You change everything, you know, rhythm is different, so your opponent goes, oh, what's going on? So you can start studying that too. Okay, so kendo is really deep if you start thinking about it. That's why we have to practice it, and then you just go concept G, no, Li, concept Li, and performance G. Have to, our job is getting these together. Okay, we have concept. To understand this, we have to practice and get them together, and then go, oh, aha moment. That's what it means. All right, so now this kata, okay, I hope I answered your question. Okay, so I think that's it for today. I think I'm gonna do this tomorrow. Hopefully we're gonna have good weather tomorrow, and apparently the weather forecast yesterday said we were going to have rain, but we didn't. And this morning, apparently soon we're going to have rain, but I don't know. So let's see. If I hope, let me know if this action or action versus only sitting and then talk about the theory, which is better. Together is better or separate is better. Okay, please let me know under comments, in the comments or wherever. Okay, but I have to see it. So if on either Facebook or on YouTube or Patreon, okay, you can send me directly a direct message to me. You know, however you feel comfortable, reach out to me, and so I know which one is the best for you. Okay, if it doesn't work for you, I'm doing things wrong. So I will do however you want me to. Together is great. Thank you. Okay. You're welcome. You're welcome. How do you have you demonstrate? Okay. Motion is good. Okay, so I have to. Okay, hopefully we have good weather again, and if it rains, I'm gonna do it in the garage, but my garage is dark, so I hope it will be good. Thank you very much, Steve. Okay, so I hope you enjoy it. You're welcome. And if you have questions, please don't hesitate to ask. Okay, if I can answer those questions, I will. If I can't, I research. If I will research or ask, I'll explain it or something. So, you know, let me know. I have resources. So let me know if you have questions. Don't hesitate. You know, and any questions. Okay. So let me know, and yeah, stay healthy. Yeah, both is good. Thank you. Okay, stay healthy. Let's do this. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay safe, stay healthy, stay strong. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next video, which is tomorrow. How do I stop this? I don't know how to stop this now. Okay, I'm going to take this off.